Okay, I'm gonna record it. I'm gonna mute all you guys, so you can do whatever you want. Muted myself.
Hello.
Gosh, am I new? Why can't I do this? Manage participants. There we go. Mute all. Okay, so you guys are all muted. You can talk about me now. I won't know what you're saying. And I will share screen. I think I'm recording. Yep. Okay. Sorry for that fumbly start. Go away for 5 days and forget how to use everything. Okay. So I didn't want to waste any time getting this to you guys because the end of April just totally snuck up on me, and we're almost to the launch of 2B Mindset for any of us with the exclusive coach membership. So I'm really excited for it. 80-day obsession was one of those things that really broke a lot of hurdles for me. So thinking that I can only do half-hour workouts, not really having my nutrition in check, not really knowing what types of foods that I needed to eat. Like I understood portion control, and I've kind of learned things as I've gone along. But it just seems to be I'm always learning something new, and I really have not been great at controlling emotional eating or even just cravings, like giving in to whims and those kinds of things. And I think that that's been a big hurdle in what could be outstanding progress for myself and for a lot of you guys that I know have struggled with it too. When you're like, man, I do really well for 2 weeks, and then you get PMSy or whatever happens, or something goes on in your life, and maybe you change jobs or something stressful or upsetting happens, and then you fall off the wagon, and then you have to restart all over again. So this should be the tool that is going to end that vicious cycle. So I'm super duper excited about it. And I'm going to share with you guys some info about it. So the creator, Alana Molstein, I love her. Probably the biggest reason I love her is because she's actually had a transformation of her own. Because if you struggled with your weight, and you see somebody and it doesn't seem like they've ever had to struggle with their weight, that it's kind of like you just think, oh, they don't really get what I'm going through, or they don't really understand this emotional struggle that I'm feeling, or why I turn to food when I'm upset, or why I just can't seem to get this one piece of the pie, this one piece in check, right? So she's actually had her own 100-pound weight loss transformation. She was a weight loss counselor. She actually works in Beverly Hills, and she has what they say is like a unique framework for overcoming weight plateaus. So even if you've done really well and you've gotten to a place where you're quite happy, we all get to that point where we do hit a plateau. So she specializes in basically losing weight in a healthy, happier way, which to me sounds amazing. Give it to me now. I can't wait for May 2nd. So her big thing is it's not about metabolism, it's about mentality. So I know this is another thing that excites me. So I think all of us can use it right away. But I also think about people in my life that could really benefit from it. The people that just aren't ready to do the exercise portion of things yet, or maybe they have really bad injuries, or maybe they're, older and intimidated by it. Like there's a lot of our baby boomers and that age generation that just, they need the help, but they just don't know what to do. And they see, oh, I wish I could do what you're doing. Although we do have some pretty amazing challengers and coaches that, are moms and grandmas and kicking butt, but there's still a big portion of the population that really needs help and just isn't sure what to do because they can't do the exercise element of it yet. I think this is going to really open a lot of doors for those people. So that's just an example I pulled off her Instagram. If you follow her Instagram, it's phenomenal. If you don't follow it, you should, because it's so good. She just does a lot of comparison stuff. So she shows, actually kind of reminds me of Steph. Like she's like what people think when I say I'm eating healthy, and she's got like a banana and like a salad and looks really sad with like nothing in her hands. And she's like, what it really means when I'm eating healthy. And she's got like stacks of containers of food for what she actually eats in a day. and it's just like a really good visual. She also did another graphic, and I'm going to share all of these in a special group that I'm going to create. So I'm going to create a group that is going to transition probably into a 2B Mindset group. It'll just be a place kind of like our 80-day obsession group where anybody who's doing it can ask questions, and it doesn't get lost in our bigger Ladies Fit Club group. And then I'll post stuff that I get from corporate and just gets us excited, anybody that, you know, wants to do this program alongside us. So she said that what happened to her is that it hit her that when people hear diet, they always associate it with deprivation. So that's why she personally had never had luck with any kind of program where she had deprived herself. And that's why she created the programs that she has. So she said she's always loved food. She loved to eat large portions. And so she needed something that would let her eat and feel satisfied, but still help her lose weight. So there was no diet on the market like that. So she invented one. So, and then she made her career out of that as a registered dietitian nutritionist. So again, I told you she had her own transformation, which I think is kind of cool. She talks a lot about food freedom, which I love that concept, because I think all of us at some point have probably done some sort of restrictive, you know, eating plan where we're like, oh, I can't have that, or, oh, you know, I'm not allowed to eat that. And that's really not what this is about at all. So it's a healthier approach that lets you feel full and satisfied. But she's going to give a lot of strategies that will help you kind of coexist in real life situations. So, you know, when you're going out to dinner with friends, or when a birthday party comes up, or when you're having cravings, or when you're having those emotional eating times, she's going to touch on all of that. So she basically, it's kind of like with our workouts, right? Where we make the decision every single day whether or not we are going to push play. On the days when we make that decision to push play, how often do we regret it? Not often. The thing is, that's maybe 30 minutes to 60 minutes a day out of our lives. The other 23 hours, well, you're sleeping for 8, if you're lucky. The other hours of the day that we're awake are all food choices, so many food choices in a day. And she's really going to talk about that and really focus on mindset, which I think is so critical for all of us. So, and she also said, I thought when I first saw this come out that it was going to be like one of those, don't listen to the scale, ignore the scale, because I feel very strongly against the scale. But her thought process is, yeah, you're going to actually begin to love the scale because it's going to give you the results that you want to see. So how many of us just hate the scale because it doesn't show us what we want to see? Without feeling deprived or hungry, you don't have to exercise with this, but you can. And I think a lot of us probably will. And you're not counting calories or cutting out whole food groups. So I mean, I'm just like, I want it. I want to see it right now. Okay. So she said the number one issue with weight loss and weight management is food, like we talked about. We need exercise. It makes us stronger. It makes us, have better cardiovascular systems, but abs are made in the kitchen. And that's what this program is meant to solve. So this is just one of the many photos and stories, testimonials to come out of the test group, which I just love getting the test group stuff because it's unbelievable. These are real people. This lady lost 64 pounds in 9 months. He said, who is a 2B mindset for? So anyone who wants to lose weight happily and keep it off for good. Those frustrated with any kind of deprivation or traditional diets, people overwhelmed with all the weight loss products and info out there, and anyone challenged by junk food cravings, or those who have tried other diets in the past and not been successful. So I'm kind of like, that seems like pretty much everybody. Here's some more. This girl lost 73 pounds. The guy in the middle lost 35 pounds. And this girl over the right lost 30 pounds. Just blows my mind. There's a lot coming out now because they're just kind of releasing the test group stuff now. So if you're like me and you're like, just cannot wait for this. Like I said earlier in my live video, for those of us with the coach membership, we can start as early as May 2nd. So There will be a base pack option. We already have, if you already have Beachbody On Demand and you already have Shakeology, there's just going to be the base pack that we can purchase. It's going to give us access to all of the video tutorials and everything. I think there's something like 46 video tutorials, and it's not in any specific order, but it's on all different topics. So different things that, you know, she thinks are relevant to the program, to the weight loss. You get a neat water bottle with like kind of motivational things on it to remind you to keep drinking your water throughout the day. And you'll get access to the exclusive group with her herself. Now, for those of you who are in the 80-day obsession group, and it was like wild, it was awesome because Autumn was in there and it was amazing, but it was wild and I couldn't keep up with it. This is going to be different. So this is going to actually be moderated. So she will be the one posting and we can like ask questions and stuff, but there won't be like 70,000 posts in there. It will just be her and us getting the information from her. For anybody who's not, who does not have the coach membership, you can get it in June. Now there is going to be a specific 2B Mindset app coming because we will be getting access to this. So they were kind of weighing it. They're like, okay, do we wait until the app is finished to release this? And people were like, no, we want it now. Or what can we do? So they've actually discounted the prices. So everything is on sale from May 2nd until like the beginning of June. And we get an even better deal because the app hasn't come out yet. But as soon as the app comes out, we get access to the app. Everybody else, so our customers who aren't coaches, will get that app when they finally sign up in June. I don't really see any reason that would hold anybody back from joining this as a coach member. For those of you who don't have like Shakeology or don't have Beachbody On Demand, there'll be a challenge pack with that stuff as well too. Obviously, she'll incorporate how to use that. They'll even have, so they'll have one challenge pack where it will just be 2B Mindset with Shakeology, and then they'll have another one with 2B Mindset, Shakeology, and Beachbody On Demand. Sorry, did you say the app is available May 2nd too? No. So the app is not available until June. They weren't able to get it completely formulated in time for this, but they've decided that because it's not ready yet, that we'll get a discount on the 2B Mindset. Okay, perfect. So this is just kind of showing you. So there'll be this challenge. So for those of us who have customers that might be interested in it, or, you know, even if for yourself, if you want to sign up as a coach with the challenge pack, if you're not already a coach, then there'll be the option with the Shakeology, and then there'll be the option with Beachbody On Demand too. And then I'll show you this. So this is just kind of like a sneak peek at everything. So that mindset kit that I was talking to you about, so this is probably what a lot of us who already have Beachbody On Demand and already have Shakeology will get. So you get streaming access to all the 2B Mindset videos. Now this is separate from Beachbody On Demand. It has its own like platform because it's not a fitness thing, it's a nutrition thing. We get the Getting Started guide, we get the Go-To guide, the recipe book, a 90-day tracker, the 30 fluid ounce water bottle, and access to videos and tracking via the Beachbody Nutrition app that's coming out in June. So for a coach, it'll be $90.75. That's our discount price because the app's not out yet. And then it will go up to $108.75 later. And then down here, wait a minute. Yep. Okay, so the kit with the Shakeology is going to be the same price as a challenge pack would normally. Most challenge packs are about $186. So with that, you get the 2B Mindset kit, plus you get Shakeology. You know, it saves you like $130 versus buying them separately. It's going to be on sale for $186 until the June date, and then it will go up to $210. Then the biggest package is if somebody wanted Beachbody On Demand plus the Mindset kit, plus the Shakeology, they're looking at $235 on sale and $259. So obviously, depending on when you watch this video, if anybody's watching a recording, the prices will change once that goes up. And the app is live, but for now, it's going to be a pretty sweet deal. So this is what you get. So just to break it down, so the Getting Started guide provides step-by-step instructions to get your journey underway. You can print it, PDF. My go-to guide accompanies the videos and highlights key takeaways, recaps the food list, features the shopping list, and more. She even goes into the grocery store and everything. Like, it's got some really great stuff from what I've seen of it. 30 of her favorite recipes, and then 90 days of meal and progress tracking and other key indicators that play a role in helping you achieve your weight loss goals. So again, it's not going to be just about like, okay, tracking your inches lost or your pounds lost. It's going to be about, making sure that you're feeling better, having more energy, sleeping better, those kinds of things. And then you get the water bottle. So she really focuses a lot on, I noticed from the videos that I've seen, water, drinking a lot of water, which I know a lot of us struggle with, and then getting a lot of veggies in. So she's got the bottle's cool. They showed it to us at the Success Club trip, and it's got like things to keep you love as the levels go down. So instead of being like, you need to drink 13 glasses of water today or whatever, she just says drink 3 of the water bottles and you're good. So I think that is all I have for a slideshow. So I just whipped that up today, and I'm gonna stop the share. And then I'm going to unmute you guys and see if you guys have any questions, because I bet if you guys have questions, then other people who watch this will. So unmute. Go ahead.
I have a question because I want to do this so bad, but I just restarted 80-Day Obsession, and I know it's Time Nutrition. I can still do Time Nutrition and follow like my macros, like pairing my macros together. But man, I feel like I'm already being mindful, but I know what she's doing. I know exactly what she's doing. But how is she going to try and incorporate it in fitness programs?
From my understanding, this is meant to be separate, because it is really for the people who are struggling, probably not able to follow a program, probably not able to follow a meal plan, which is like 90% of people, right? So my suggestion, Steph, because I thought about this too, because I'll be doing, like, I'm doing Core de Force, and I'm doing Time Nutrition with Core de Force starting tomorrow because I didn't have any groceries today. But I'm going to just go through all the videos, and I'm going to learn it all, because I know I'm going to have people that are going to have a lot of questions about it, and it's something I want to implement into my life. So I found that I did so well for the first month of 80-Day Obsession. And then we went away to Florida, and, I did so well on the drive down. I was so proud of myself. And then we got there, and it was like, we were with my parents, and they just don't eat the same way that we do. And they're like, oh, you're on vacation, and it's like, okay, so how do I make this work with my real life on those days when maybe I can't do the Times Nutrition, or I go out to a restaurant and those kinds of things. So I'm going to use it that way. Like, I think that I'll follow my meal plan because I can, but are you getting sung to?
Oh, you can hear him?
Yeah. I like it. But yeah, he's so sweet. But yeah, so I'm just going to use it that way. I think for those of us who have gotten into a fitness routine, this isn't going to be something we're doing without fitness. Right? So it is going to be a little bit different. But I definitely don't think that it is something we can't do with it. So, I'm just going to read the chat. It was in a video I watched from Instagram. Oh, Nikki doesn't have a microphone. She said there were some people who did 80-Day Obsession with the 2B mindset. Thanks, Nikki. Did you hear that, Steph?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I see you responded to it. Okay. But yeah, so hey, Jill.
Hi, sorry, I was super late because I dozed off, so I'm gonna.
We did notice you were late, but we're not gonna hold it against you. Just kidding.
Listen, I'm the only one with a 2-month-old, so I'm playing that card.
Fine, for that card. Tara Rawl will be able to outrank you soon with hers.
Yeah, well, she actually does starting today.
Yeah. But yeah, okay, so I just think like it's something that if you have, like, for example, for me, I'll tell you like real life how I'm going to use 2B mindset. Obviously, I'm going to use it for myself to try to conquer my emotional eating in that time of month when I don't have very much self-control. And also for those situations, like I said, where I know what I should be doing, but maybe I haven't got that mindset, and I don't necessarily want to feel like I'm on a program all the time, right? Like I don't want to feel like I can only eat certain things. Although, yeah, I want to shift my mindset. So I'm going to focus on doing that with Quarter Horse. The other thing is I'm going to get it from my mom, because like I've watched my mom struggle pretty much my whole life with her weight. She, has tried every diet under the sun. She has always had a slow metabolism, like since she was a kid. So, I mean, I'd love to do it alongside her too, and we can kind of chat about it, whatever. So it's so much easier when someone's doing it.
I'm doing it with my sister and my mom.
Yeah. Like I think it will. So for those of you who like aren't even actively coaching, or maybe don't want to, but you have somebody in your life, like I think that this is one of those things that if you give it a try and you're really liking it, invite them to do it too. And they can be a part of our groups, or if they don't want to be a part of our groups, they're going to have the app come June. So it's not like if somebody's like, well, I'm not on Facebook, or I don't want to be on Facebook or whatever, then there's still going to be tools for them. So it should be really good. But she's phenomenal. If you don't I don't know if you guys follow her on Instagram.
Oh my God, she's the best.
Yeah. And she's pregnant right now. So
yeah,
she's got, I really respect, like I said, I really respect that she comes from her own transformation, and then that she, has.
She did a call on one of those coaches, and she talks about why she started doing this, and she said, Lindsay or Jill, did you watch it? One of those.
Oh yeah, I did. Yeah,
it's a screening one, and she talks about how when she was younger, when she was 4, her parents split up, and she didn't have a good relationship with food. Like she just ate whatever she wanted, and she continued to gain weight. And then her parents sent her off to like fat camp every summer, and she'd go and she'd lose weight because they made her exercise for X amount of hours in a day, something that she never did when she was not at summer camp. And then she said all throughout the year she would gain the weight back because she never used those things that they taught her at summer camp throughout the whole entire year. So she put more weight back on every single year. And then the following summer, she'd go back to fat camp and she would lose the weight, but she'd always gain more than she had lost. So she'd continue to gain the weight. Mm-hmm. And she's like, I never had that relationship. And then she's like, one time, I just got so sick and tired of just being like overweight and just the feeling. And she's like, I tried to mindfully use the things that they taught me at this camp every summer, because she got older and older and she went back like multiple times. She's like, I tried to use it, and she's like, I just became really mindful of my choices and my actions, and then that's where it all set in. And then she went off and got her Bachelor of Science or whatever, and this is why she does this. So, and yeah, so her story, like when she talks to me, I hear my sister and I hear me and her story, and I'm like, I never went to fat camp, but basically we didn't have a good relationship with food, because growing up, the bad things were the cheap things, right? Like my parents didn't buy, we never got like really bad snacks, like fruit by the foot or stuff like that. My parents were always healthy, conscious makers like that, but our metabolisms weren't good. Like we didn't have skinny gene, as people say, and but we always ate pasta for dinner and potatoes and just, yeah. And she talks about how she remembers her parents being on a certain diet all the time, and I'm like, that was my mom. She was always on Weight Watchers, or she was trying the cabbage soup diet, and it's so normal and relatable. I love her, and I'm like, you are me and I am you, like.
Well, it's been my experience too that, Jill, I'm just muting you for a second. I just have found that I've watched so many people kick butt like the first month or the first couple of months that they do their program, and then everybody just kind of tapers off, and or we'll hit plateaus, and we'll whatever, like whatever it is that kind of derails somebody. And then I'd say out of that, like that's probably 75% of people, and then out of that 75%, 50% cannot claw themselves back. And so then they, they think that it's failed them. They think like the workout programs don't work, or they think that Shakeology doesn't work, or they think that, portion control doesn't work. And then they try to find something else like keto or Whole30 or whatever. Like they move on to the next thing instead of actually creating these habits that it doesn't matter what you're doing, that you can make this choice. Like, okay, faced with this versus this, what's the healthier choice? And if I can make the healthier choice all day long, I'm coming out up here, right? So I'm really excited for it. I feel like I'm so ready for that.
It's a game changer. It's the whole nutrition part, which everyone struggles with. We talk about this all the time. You can show up, and Autumn says it right away in 80 Day Obsession. You can show up to your workout every day, but if you don't do this in the kitchen, then what's the fucking point?
Mm-hmm. Well, she even said if you missed workouts, but you were on point for the nutrition, that you'd still get amazing results.
Basically, so I can miss cardio flow.
I would eat really well to do that.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, no, I think it's going to be fantastic. And like I said, I think it will be good to have a separate group. So how I'm going to do it is like with the Prepare to Be Obsessed. So I will have anybody who wants to be in it, and then say like you have a sister or a cousin or whoever. They'll just have to make sure that they're either under you guys or one of us as a customer, so we're not stealing other people's customers. And then they can be in the group, they can see the information as it comes out, and if they decide they want to go ahead with it, we'll transition into like just a kind of like a forum where we can talk about what we're doing, what we're learning, because I think it's going to be really, really good. Yeah. So that's my kind of game plan. So we all grew up eating out of a box. Oh my gosh, yes. So Nikki just said we all grew up eating out of a box because the industry made it easy and fast. I totally agree. We were kind of the beginning. So a lot of us like late 70s, early 80s, mid 80s, whatever. We were like the beginning of that. And then it has just progressively gotten so much worse. So that's the other thing that I was thinking about, is that I really want to learn this stuff that's like real life healthy habits so that I can show my kids. Because I don't want to be like, no, you can't have chocolate bars. But I want to be able to be like, okay, you know what? Like, let's have some almonds with our chocolate bar, and also some, cucumber. That's a weird combination, but whatever. Like, learn how to pair the foods right and that kind of thing, so that, yeah. Early 70s. Or Marie, early 70s. Oh, Marie, you don't look your age at all.
No.
But yeah, so I will, unless you guys have any more questions, I'll let you guys go. I've opened that group. I didn't do anything, and I think I did one post and I added stuff to it just so I have it open so that I can start plugging people in there. But there is literally so much information that I can't wait to share it with you guys. And I can't wait for so many of us to do it together, because I think, again, it was like with 80 Day Obsession, the momentum that we had from doing it together was, especially when I was like in Florida, right? The days I had to get up at like 4 o'clock in the morning, I was like, I would not be doing this if I was doing it on my own. I would have been like, okay, skip that day. So yeah, we're stronger together. That's kind of how it goes. Okay, so I will stop this recording.